Why do Catholics kneel before statues? Are they worshipping them? That question used to confuse me too, until I learned the truth. Growing up outside the Catholic faith, I often heard accusations like, Catholics worship idols, or, they bow to statues instead of God. And honestly, when I first walked into a Catholic church and saw people praying before images of Mary or Jesus on the cross, I didn't understand. Wasn't that against the commandment, "You shall not make for yourself a graven image"? Exodus 20 verse 4. But as I opened my heart and learned more, I discovered something beautiful: Catholics do not worship statues. In fact, the Church teaches that worship, or latria, is given to God alone, Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. What, then, is the purpose of statues, paintings, and sacred images? They're reminders. They help us lift our minds and hearts to heavenly realities. Just like we keep photos of loved ones to remember them, Catholics use sacred art to remember Christ, the saints, and moments of salvation history. The Catechism of the Catholic Church explains, the honor paid to sacred images is a respectful veneration, not the adoration due to God alone. Through the images of Christ and his saints, we venerate the persons represented. CCC 2132. Think about it. When someone kisses a crucifix or kneels before a statue of the Virgin Mary, they're not worshipping wood or stone. They're expressing love to the one represented, just like someone might kiss a photo of a late parent, not because they believe the photo is the parent, but because it connects them to someone deeply loved. And this practice is deeply biblical too. In the Old Testament, God himself instructed Moses to craft images of cherubim for the Ark of the Covenant, Exodus 25 verses 18 to 20. These weren't idols, they were symbols of God's presence, pointing the people toward the divine. I realized that my confusion wasn't about Catholic idolatry, it was about misunderstanding Catholic symbolism. Once I understood the difference between veneration and adoration, everything became clear. Statues are not objects of worship. They're windows into the divine, helping our human senses focus on heavenly things. As Catholics, we bow to God alone. But we honor the saints who reflect his glory, and we use sacred images to remind us that we are never alone, heaven walks with us. So next time you see a Catholic kneeling before a statue, know this: they're not worshipping the image. They're praying through it, to the one who listens, to the one who saves. God alone we adore. And through the communion of saints, we journey ever closer to him.